Hey, Bladman here. Um, Interesting day today. Again, I'm not wearing plaid. What the heck is going on? This is supposed to be Plaidman Speaks. The guy's not wearing plaid. What the heck are we supposed to do with this? I don't know. Whatever. Sometimes this just happens. Where, like, I could put on plaid and, whatever. Hopefully I get enough subscribers that I get a jacket that deals with the cold weather so I can wear plaid all the time. No. Okay. So today, I actually want to do something a little fun. So I saw 2 movies this week. I wanted to see more, but I only managed to see 2. One was Sonic number 2, the second Sonic movie that came out. So if you saw the first Sonic movie, it was good. It had a couple plot holes, but it was enjoyable. Very, very enjoyable. So the second one, I feel like they double down on everything. They're like, cool, we're going to double down on all the fun stuff, and we're also going to double down on the plot points and the plot holes and the things that don't make any darn sense. And you're just like, what are we doing? Why? So, I mean, I enjoyed the movie. Don't get me wrong. However, I do want to say, like, why? Why do you have to do certain things? And frankly, Jim Carrey does an amazing job. Sonic still does great. And there's still great moments. And Knuckles, Idris Elba, who played Knuckles, really did a great job as well. I would like to think that Jim Carrey kind of carried the film. But in general, it was enjoyable. Now, the other movie I will talk about was Fantastic Beasts, the third one. I think it's called The Secrets of Dumbledore, or the Dumbledore movie, or as I kept referring to it as I'm going to the theater. I'm like, what's the newest Harry Potter movie? So, my lady is a big fan of Harry Potter. But by big, I mean, like, it's not like she read everything J.K. Rowling has ever done ever, okay? But, like, she very much enjoys Harry Potter universe, and that's totally fine. And I did the test. I'm Team Hufflepuff. She's Team Hufflepuff. Yay, this is wonderful. It's amazing. As much as we are different entities joining in the future, it is great that we are both part of the fictional house together. Now, I will say this. For the first 2 Fantastic Beasts movie, like the first one, what I recall of it, I'm like, oh, yeah, cool. This was interesting. This is different. Okay, cool. All right, I'm down. This is not all of the things I wanted, but okay. And then I saw the second one, and this was a while back, like 4 years ago, and I was like, I don't know what's going on. Like, I'm actually genuinely confused about all the things that are going on. Because they introduce all these people, and they do this, and you do that, and I'm like, I don't even know what year we're in. I don't know how this is related to Harry Potter. Like, I'm so confused. This one, and apparently they took extra time, J.K. Rowling, because I looked at some of the notes after the movie. J.K. Rowling took a bit, like an extra year to, like, spruce up the script. Because apparently she's writing these scripts, I think. Or at least some of them, part of them, all of them. I don't know. Anyhow, the third one is by far the best of all 3 of them. By far the best of all 3 of them. Like, I want to say bravo to Jude Law for playing Dumbledore. This one, I will say, they really get into the fact that Dumbledore is in fact gay. Like, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. If you have an issue with it, sorry, but it's there. It's there. It's there for everybody. Like, Dumbledore is gay, was gay, is still gay, probably will continue to be gay, yada, yada, yada. However, I will say the guy, Jude Law, kills it as Dumbledore. Just really does. And let's talk about the elephant in the room, which is the fact that Johnny Depp filmed one scene and then he got let go, still kept his 16 mil, and then they hired Mads, I don't remember his last name, The other guy who's amazing in other bad guy roles, like, it's funny. I was talking to my lady and I was, oh yeah, you've seen him in other things. And she's like, what? And I was like, he was in Casino Royale as the bad guy with whose eyes bleed. And she's like, oh, okay. Like, no recollection. And then I thought about it for a second. I was like, oh. He was the bad guy in the Doctor Strange movie. And she's like, oh, okay, thank you. I appreciate it. Now I know who you're talking about. So it was interesting to me because I know of him from a couple other movies, Mads. I don't know his last name, so I apologize. But I've seen him in other films. And generally speaking, I feel like he's doing really good. And he's a terrific bad guy, different than the guy who is constantly being cast as the bad guy in a lot of Spielberg films. Like, he was the bad guy in Ready Player One. He's the bad guy in Rogue One. Place Beyond the Pines. Several other things. I can't remember his name. He's a good bad guy. And frankly, there's a value in having a good bad guy in your film. Mads... Okay, so this third Fantastic Beasts movie was really well acted. Like, superbly acted. And I'm not talking about, like, towards the end, less so, but, like, even still, throughout the movie, I felt like the director and the writing really allowed the actors to kind of sit in the moment, and you could kind of feel them being them. And to me, that was really beautiful to watch. I'm an actor by trade. It's something I really enjoy. And sometimes I don't really care. I just want the story, and that's fine. And it's just a character-driven story. This felt more plot-driven. I did the opposite. This felt more character-driven as opposed to plot-driven. And perhaps the other two were more plot-driven, and this one was character-driven, and that's why it just felt more grounded and realistic. In all fairness, I will say that, like, they suffer from the problem of they're trying to jump into, like, the Marvel Universe type thing, where we're trying to build this universe, and it's like, yeah, but you have to realize that Marvel Universe did single movies for each one of these people. So, like, there's a Captain America movie, there's a Thor movie, there was an Iron Man movie which set the whole thing in motion. You can't just hop in and, like, let's just have all these people together and then we'll do, like, a 10-second backstory. It's like, that's not going to work. Oh, my God. So I felt like the first two movies kind of suffered from that, and it was a little problematic. Whereas this third movie really delved into some of the core of things that I feel proper Harry Potter fans and nerds really would enjoy, and people like me that are kind of like, yeah, I enjoyed reading the books and the movies are alright, and I really enjoyed it. I felt like it was a Harry Potter movie made for me, for an adult, so I could kind of understand some of these things and really appreciate it. There was some subtle things that it was just like, that's a bit of an interesting Nazi reference there, but alright. Cool, but I felt like they stayed a bit away from the message that I was appreciative of. Okay, fine, Dumbledore's gay. It doesn't really change the price of grain. And then there's the rest of the story, and it's fine. So I highly suggest, if you in any way like Harry Potter, highly suggest watching Fantastic Beasts 3. If you have a kid, I highly suggest watching Sonic 2, because they'll enjoy it. While I was going to the theaters to watch Fantastic Beasts, there was this kid and this mom that came out of the theater, and the mom asked, like, hey, so what did you think of Sonic? And he's like, oh, I can't wait for a third one. Like, legit, that's what he said. And she's like, oh, okay, and chuckled. And in my head, I'm like, that is exactly, this is the second weekend. That's what you want. If you make a movie and your target audience is like, I want to see the next one, then you did good. So I might not love Sonic 2. However, it wasn't made for me. It's made for kids who were like 14 and younger. And I'm not 14 and I'm not younger. So hey, not made for me. Did I enjoy it? Yeah, it was interesting. It was an interesting story. Do I think it could have been better? Yeah. And this was actually a discussion I had with my lady. Sorry, I'm bouncing back and forth. But like, my thing was, if you look at certain Disney movies, and most of Disney movies, yes, they are made for children, except you as an adult can enjoy them. Or go to DreamWorks. Look at Shrek 1 and 2, especially, maybe even 3 and beyond. I don't know. But 1 and 2, 1 especially, was just like amazing because there was so many adult references and the storyline was so enjoyable. So you as a parent or as an adult going to watch these movies, you can enjoy the crap out of it because it is fun and funny. Okay? And not at a cost for like, wait, why, what? Whereas with Sonic, I felt like there was a couple why, what moments that just didn't need to be there. And it just kind of ruined a bit of the flow and like, and you don't need, it doesn't have to be one plus the other. You can have both, okay? You can have a good story that makes sense for children, and then adults can also enjoy it because it's a good story that makes sense. It doesn't have to be one or the other. Like Despicable Me, 1, 2, 3, 4, like all of them, and the Minions movie, as silly as they are enjoyable as F for adults because we understand the jokes and the references. So I don't understand why like Sonic just kind of missed the boat and they're like, we're going to do weird stuff. And it's like, why? Anyhow, I've been ranting for so long. Sorry, it's Friday. Anyhow, that was it for today. 2 movie reviews in one day. I know it's supposed to be Future Friday, but I kind of talked about a little bit of the future yesterday. Anyways, that's it for today. Love you all. Bye now. Bye.